Hello, everyone. My name is Fabian. I am the acting product manager for the memory team at GitLab, and this is a quick update regarding our plans for 13.10, the next GitLab release. So we have three main initiatives that we're going to follow throughout 13.10. The first one is we're going to wrap up our work in making GitLab easier to run in a memory constrained environment. So throughout 13.8 and 13.9, we've investigated how we can reduce memory consumption for GitLab. And in 13.10, we are going to update our documentation to describe specifically what set of configurations we recommend for reducing the memory consumption in very small instances where memory consumption may be as low as 2 GB. We are also going to measure the sort of cumulative impact of all of our changes that we're making or have made. So for example, Puma, the web server in single mode, some other configuration changes to provide a baseline measure for what you can expect of GitLab in 13.10. And finally, we may be able to optimize some Ruby settings, some garbage collection settings for Gitly, so we can look into that as well. The second item, and this is a POC, so proof of concept. There is an investigation and some great work by one of the team members on providing a mechanism to load GraphQL with all dependencies only when needed. So this is actually part of our overall push for splitting the application maybe into more functional parts so that we only load dependencies that are needed. And so the POC here is also wrapping up, and the expected outcome for 13.10 for this is an architectural blueprint for this type of compartmentalization in the future, also measuring the impact of the proposed changes. And last but not least, one of our team members has recently patched Ruby so that it becomes easier to understand specifically what parts of the application use what memory. And this is well on the way for 13.9. So we'll start actually investigating in 13.10 how to make use of this new data, analyze it, and ideally start our effort to map features to their memory use. So this is beginning, kind of trying to really dig into specific parts of the application and how they consume memory. And this is it. So for 13.10, we expect to wrap up our effort here. Maybe we'll still fit in a few low-hanging fruit if we can find them, but also provide documentation and instructions on how to reduce memory consumption of GitLab in 2 GB. We're working on these larger changes here. It will take a while to realize that. It's the beginning, it's the proof of concept, but it will set us into an interesting path and direction forward. And then we're trying to understand the memory use of specific features of the application. Other than that, we are also going to evaluate a little bit more closely what other areas are sort of ripe for the picking of the memory team, where we can have the largest impact going forward. And we'll keep you posted in our next video. Thank you so much for listening and have a great day.